Wah wah wee wah. Hi everybody. It's Midlife Time Crisis here, and we're gonna be playing. Look, if you guys remember the good old days of the Nintendo 64 as well as the Super Nintendo, you might remember a game called Starfox. Starfox 64. I don't know about you, but for me, that was a game that pretty much sort of defined the genre a little bit at the time. Never before had I seen, I guess, the Super Nintendo VFX chip so maxed out in all its possibilities. You know, bringing to light polygons on a Super Nintendo system, like a console system of the 90s. So I mean, Starfox has a genuine warmth in my heart because definitely it is a game that I've played many times, even Starfox 64, and have finished a couple of times too. Like it's just groundbreaking, at least for me at the time. So this game here that we're about to play, it is the demo of an upcoming game called Wild Blue Skies. So if imitation is flattery, that's pretty much what this game is, because I would struggle to find any differences between Starfox and Wild Blue Skies, besides little bits of modernization. So this game is an on-rails shooter, sci-fi shooter. You play as a group called the Blue Bombers, which are a ragtag team of sky rolling, death-defying. Squadron of flyers that are out to sort of save the day, basically, on their home planet. So I mean, the intro that just sort of played itself before my narration, it's top notch. I haven't seen anything of that caliber from an indie studio in quite some time. So definitely, there's a lot of love and quality put into this product, like a lot, and I definitely am in awe. Like I appreciate it. It's beautiful. The colors are vibrant. I mean, the characters are your typical sort of bunch of personalities. You've got the cocky sort of leader and I guess the mysterious co-pilot. Strong and mysterious co-pilot. You probably have the joke character, and of course you have the older gentleman or gentlewoman that sort of is your in this case, like I guess like a support, like an engineer type of sort of class, I suppose. But I mean, you don't get to see that play out in the game. But I mean, in terms of personalities, in terms of like further analysis of their character. So look, this game has enough sort of story expositioned for you before you start playing, so I won't go too much further into what this game's about. It'll play this all for you. All I'm gonna do is just do my best to breathe life into this game for you, to see if whether or not this first impression is something that you'd like to add in your wish list, because definitely it's piqued my interest. And if I'm drawing back to nostalgic days where I played this nonstop in its original sort of premise, which is has Starfox, you guys will definitely do the same too. So look here, without further ado, let's give Wild Blue Skies a shot.
Long ago, the evil Grimclaw, once decorated chief engineer of the army, launched the world into war in pursuit of total power. With the help of the Blue Bombers, an elite squadron of fighter pilots, General Harding and the forces of good prevailed, pushing the evil mastermind into exile. After years of peace, an armada of robotic forces has emerged from the volcanic regions of the north, spreading terror across the land. Grimclaw has returned. General Harding, unable to withstand this new attack, calls upon a new generation of Blue Bombers to liberate the world and stop him once and for all.
You're going to cut through that storm? Be careful, Bowie.
It'll take more than bad weather to stop us.
Bombs away!
Hang on, we'll get through this.
I can't see past my nose!
Looks like we're not the only ones lost.
What is this place?
These ruins definitely weren't on the flight plan!
Grimclaw's fleet hiding here all along?
Watch out! This place is falling apart!
Did we really have to pick the scenic route?
You want a piece of me? Right, Bowie!
Something's up ahead! I'm going in!
No time for sightseeing, boys. Keep pushing forward.
Focus, team. We'll get through this.
Sending a little something your way, Bowie.
Whoa! Look out!
Use the boost, Bowie!
This is too much!
Looks like the storm's easing up.
Don't go jumping the shark, bombers! I'm here to stop you!
boys, check in.
I've got some damage, but this ain't my first rodeo.
I'm doing great! Not a scratch!
Thanks for playing.
Do a barrel roll. Guys, what do you guys think? I'll be truthful. I had to play this demo many times to sort of get the gist of it. I'm very rusty. I think I've been spoiled by games that don't sort of test my hand-eye coordination as well as my split time reaction to things. So I was a little bit rusty for sure. I don't want to show any of that footage. It's embarrassing. I think this is my best shot at it without having to, I guess, refine it even more. I'm not much of a completionist, so I only sort of I wasn't after doing a better score or getting like the little medals to make out the word that gives me a better score. So I mean I'm gonna leave it there. But look, it's all I'm gonna say is very impressive game, very impressive. I mean it's basically Starfox for this generation. It's the same game, and you know what? That there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing bad with that either. If you put Starfox on the title instead of Wild Blue Skies, you would think it's the same game. I mean that's pretty much how much the studio, probably cares about that particular IP. Like it's just brilliant. A few sort of things, of course it's a demo, so I mean you can't really judge it properly. I don't think there's any sort of thing to nitpick too much. I just thought maybe I would have loved more, like a longer level. I don't know if this demo sort of displays what an actual level is, plays like, rather than a little snapshot of what the gameplay is. I don't know if this is actually a level, but I would loved it to be longer, a longer experience. Also, sort of things, a lot of the enemies sort of fly against you, so you really have split timing to sort of shoot them down, even with the homing laser. I think I would have loved if, because I remember in Star Fox, you find a lot of enemies that sort of fly with you, and then they break, and then they sort of hover in front of you as they try to attack you. Variations of that, maybe do more of that, and then of course you have the ones where you have to react really quickly before they pass you by, because definitely you miss out on players that just want to have an action game that they want to play rather than them trying to sit through like a gauntlet of trying to remember placements and just reacting to things a lot. So I think that would have been great to sort of have maybe a little more gameplay that sort of slows it down so the players can actually enjoy the action orientedness of the game. But hey, look, that's it. Hopefully this is something that you like. You can wishlist this. I've got the details in the description below, and maybe you'll join me in a Wild Blue Skies sort of tournament. I was going to say tournament, but there's no tournament. I wonder if they're going to put like online play on this. I'm not entirely too sure, but hey, look, brilliant game. I loved it. So with that said, that's me. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much for giving me your time and attention. Appreciate it. All right, peace out.